Hey guys, yesterday Jerome Powell chose pain, not for him, of course, but for the rest of us. The Fed hiked rates yet again, up a quarter point to the highest rate since 2007. Yes, that was the eve of the global financial crisis. A metaphor I like for Fed policy is it's permanently driving as fast as possible, as close to the cliff as possible, with no headlights. Powell just stomped on the gas. Why? On the one hand, hiking rates hurts banks even more. It deepens their investment losses. On the other hand, hiking rates also chokes off the private economy. It crushes businesses and jobs. So why did Powell choose to crush both? Because it covers the Fed's butt for the near double-digit inflation that their $7 trillion flood of money printing, they did that to finance COVID lockdowns and now to finance unicorn farts. Powell chose to sacrifice all of us to cover the Fed's butt once again. There could be a lot more pain coming because central banks know that once inflation digs in, once it gets away from them, it is very, very hard to stop. And they fear that because it leads to public anger. I like to call that the pitchfork standard, which leads to political pressure to take away central banks' power in the first place. Now, in American history, we've already shuttered 3 central banks because they do what central banks always do: create inflation, recession, and financial panics. So welcome to the party, Powell. As for causing more trouble for the banks with rate hikes, Powell probably figures he'll just keep throwing $1 trillion at anything that breaks. After all, it's not his money. It was siphoned from you. And as long as the banks hold on to all that bailout money instead of spending it on expensive dinners and yachts, the inflation that it causes is delayed long enough that they can come up with excuses. So Putin's price hike, greedy grocery stores, whatever it takes. What should they have done instead? From the beginning, it was an easy solution: cut government spending. The lockdowns were a mistake. The ongoing spending once COVID peaked was certainly a mistake. The unicorn farts are just adding to the fire. Stop government spending, and you don't have to crush the people. You don't have to crush the banks with these fastest rate hikes in 50 years. So what's next at this point? More layoffs, more bankruptcies, more financial collateral damage, potentially more things to break in the financial system. We're already seeing another storm brewing with commercial real estate, which is an $11 trillion market that went through not just these reckless interest rate hikes, but they had all kinds of disruptions from COVID itself, people fleeing cities, people transacting in different ways. This is then affecting all of those investments. So we'll be watching. See you next time.